Welcome back. Today, if you know, filmmaking stuff is expensive and it rarely goes on sale, but this is the week. It's Black Friday week. Thanksgiving's in like a couple days, and we're talking about deals that you can get right now and things to consider having in your camera bag for 2025. I've used these for our production company. I bought some Black Friday deals as well because $100, $50 is a lot of savings when it comes to buying camera equipment because it is pricey. So I made a list personally for you guys out there, and we are gonna go through this one by one, from camera equipment to little necessities that you can attach for your camera gear. And some of the things have totally elevated our production company this year when filming corporations, weddings, real estate, and everything. So let's dive into this episode. The first thing is we're going to talk about the Samsung T7 shields. I just picked up two of these guys, and usually they're pretty expensive. They were like 50% off on Amazon, and they're great because they are super fast. And when you're editing same day edits and recap videos for corporations and weddings, that is the hard drive you want. Super dependable, super hardy, and it's gonna change your game for just the back end on post-production. So I would recommend getting those as your SSDs. SmallRig makes amazing V-mount batteries, and they have been a game changer this year. I just rigged up our Sony FX3, and I'm gonna be rigging up both for 2025. And the reason why is because the battery life doesn't last long. And when you have a SmallRig V-mount battery, like this thing right here, lasts forever. Like you could shoot 5 to 6 hours on this battery alone. You can attach them to aperture lights. And also, if you are traveling, you can plug in a USB into the V-mount battery and charge up your laptop. So having this battery in your camera bag, game changer, because you always have power when you have this battery around. You probably never heard of this, but this is a DJI mic sleeve. If you're filming corporate or you're filming anything that has a microphone, you can attach these DJI mic sleeves to the mic. And let me tell you, it is amazing. I've used this throughout 2024 for our corporate and our wedding couples, because now you don't have to rely on getting the sound from the audio technician. You can literally just record straight into the camera because the DJI mic is on the mic itself. If this is super cheap, super inexpensive, and it is gonna give you clean audio every time because you don't have to worry about if the audio is gonna be sounding good. We're getting little now, guys. These are the SmallRig ball clamps. Honestly, great investment. They're like $6, $7 that you can attach on your tripod. You can mount a monitor. You can put these on. Right now, I have one of these attached to my monitor on my FX3, filming this video now. And they're just great little attachments to have because they're so useful when traveling, when gearing up your equipment, and just to have around. And then another thing, guys, is if you want more of a sturdy feel, this other SmallRig attachment is great that you can put on your monitor if you have a Cage or a Sony FX3. These attach straight into the camera, and you have a little more of a sturdy, secure feel when it comes to mounting your monitor. We're getting into all the clamps right now. Clamp that I've used for like BTS or stuff that I'm filming, that I can clamp this anywhere. I could clamp it on a tripod. I can clamp it on basically a rail wherever I'm filming, and then add a monitor or add my camera to it. And it's just great portable when traveling around if you're vlogging, and it gives you a sense of security. Instead of like trying to find the shot, putting it on the floor, you can mount it to anything, and it is a game changer, and it's great to have in your camera bag. Another thing, guys, is the Beats noise canceling headphones. We were traveling and I was doing a lot of editing on planes this year, and the one biggest thing that I would advise when editing out in public, on a plane, in loud environments, is getting noise canceling headphones. And for me, it was the Beats for 2024. Let's talk about lighting, because lighting is extremely important, and I have my Aperture 120Ds lighting up right here and in the back, but these were getting too clunky, especially when I was doing run and gun filmmaking, and I needed a smaller setup. And that's when I found, we got married this year, me and Britt, and our wedding videographer had an Amron 60D light that he put up in the bushes, and it was super small, super compact, and super light. And I asked him, I was like, what was that light you got? And he told me. And I bought this about 3 months ago, and it's been amazing because it's light, it's compact. You can bring like a little C-stand, not the heavy metal ones that you can literally just set up and store. We brought this thing to New York to film a amazing podcast for this corporate client, and the lighting is phenomenal. It's lightweight and it is travel friendly, so I would pick up those lights. With that light comes with a light dome that you can buy separately, and that's the Glow Easy Light Dome. I'm checking my notes to make sure I spelled it correctly, but this thing is great. It's small, it's compact, and like I said, we took them to New York this year, and it's great durability as well. Now we're gonna talk about this mic, because this is a new setup this year, guys. So literally first video on it, and it's the Rode Pod mic. This is a USB XLR mic, and if you can listen to this video, this is what it sounds like. And I haven't listened back, but I'm imagining it sounds pretty good. And then I bought the arm attached, so this thing moves, which is really cool. And the arm is the Finney microphone boom arm. I'm gonna be leaving everything in the description, and I'm like, you can move it up, you can move it down, and this is a really easy just station that now you could just press record, turn the mic and the camera on, and you get great sounding quality audio from this. So cameras, guys, cameras are very expensive, but what I would recommend would be getting a Sony a7S III, the Sony FX3, or a Sony FX30. These cameras right now, I think they're a couple $100s off on Amazon, but if you are willing to level up your filmmaking skills, buy a great camera. It's not always about the camera gear, but the Sony FX3 has been my main camera for the last, I believe, 2 years now, and it's amazing in low light. The color grade is phenomenal when shooting an S-Log, and it really is a powerhouse. And if you are doing podcasts, the Sony FX30s do an amazing job as well. So the 256 SanDisk is on sale right now. These things, great storage, great memory, and if you need an SD card, 256, like $30, you can't beat the price for an SD card. Dependable too. I got that, let's go. Let's talk about the lens that I would recommend. It's been my go-to. Picked up another one this year, and it's the 35-150 Tamron 2 to 2.8 lens. It's very durable, very versatile, and the cool thing is about it, it gives you that extra zoom. It's wide enough, and then you can really basically get in that zoom quality if you need to get tight shots as well. But I would compare it and bring a 17 to 28 or a 15 to 35, and then you will be able to cover from your wide shots all the way to your tight shots. And I hope that video, guys, helped out. These are things to consider if you want to have those in your camera bag coming up for the end of 2024, going into 2025. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Would love to answer anything that you may have. And also, all the affiliate links are in the description as well. Everything that I labeled, you can just click a button in the description. So hope everyone has a great rest of their year. Thanksgiving is in a couple days. Be grateful, be merry, and I'll see you on the next episode. Let's go.